and welcome to the Mage Show. I'm your host, Elsie Goren, but you can just call me the Swag Master. Oh, and that's the cameraman, Aishu. Yeah, she's really annoying. On today's show, we'll be exploring the diseases and medicine of the Renaissance and their similarities to United States history. Singer-songwriters Cheeto and Frito will be our musical guests as they reveal their new music videos off the hit album Fleas on Rats. So let's give a big round of applause for our first guest, the cheesy, the talented Cheeto. Great to be here. It's a pleasure to have you, Cheeto. So tell us, what is your new song about?
Well, it's about the Black Death and smallpox, and it's called The Story of Us.
Okay. Well, let's take a look.
Century Europe, ships from Italy came, filled with sailors who were dead or close to it. Pneumatically spread, we had no idea. Doctors hadn't a clue how to treat or prevent, so in several years lots of people died. A third of Europe's population had gone and went. Oh, a single rat's infection, God's life of predilection for our sins have brought on a plague from Sicilians. Yersinia pestis to civilians. Now I'm standing alone among my infected peers, and they're not breathing. And I'm dying to know if what's killing you is what's killing me. Yeah, I don't know what to say since the twist of fate when it all broke down. And the story of us looks a lot like a tragedy now. America. Columbian exchange, Europeans had brought all these illnesses, and one of them was smallpox, which the natives contracted quickly. Starting to think one day they'll tell the story of how up to 90% of our population died, and the hopelessness with the stench of the dead. Oh, we're scared to see the ending. Why is Chris pretending this is nothing? Picture God sent you here to explore, but why must we fall under this plague of yours? Now I'm standing alone among my infected tribe, and they're not breathing. And I'm dying to know if what's killing you is what's killing me. Yeah, I don't know what to say since the twist of fate when it all broke down. And the story of us looks a lot like a tragedy now. Epidemic. No one knew what treatments to prescribe. The battle's in our hands now. We won't lay our armor down. Those Europeans, those white guys brought them down. So many things that we wish they knew, but the story of them could be ending soon. Now I'm standing alone among my infected peers, and they're not breathing. And I'm dying to know if what's killing you is what's killing me. Yeah, I don't know what to say since the twist of fate when it all broke down. And the story of us looks a lot like a tragedy now.
Well, that was interesting to say the most. Tell me, Cheeto, are there any other similarities between diseases in the Renaissance and United States history?
Well, as a matter of fact, there is. Well, the syphilis outbreak that began in Naples in 1495 and the AIDS epidemic in the 1980s. When they were first noticed, physicians didn't know how to respond. During the Renaissance, treatments varied from applying mercury on the skin to smoking guaiacum flowers.
That's most excellent.
It sure is. However, the main similarity between the two diseases was the social reaction. In the Renaissance, sex was a tabooed subject, and those infected with syphilis were seen as vile and lewd individuals. Similarly, in the 1980s, those diagnosed with AIDS were usually looked down upon, since they were mostly gay men and homophobia was common. People can be horrible sometimes.
Yes. Yes, they can. On that happy note, let's say goodbye to Cheeto as we welcome our next guest, Frito.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks, Elsie!
It's right, Mister, actually.
Oh, I'm sorry, Elsie. I mean, the swag master.
You're forgiven.
Good.
I guess.
Oh.
Anyway, let's move on. So tell us about your new song, Dorito.
Actually, it's Frito.
No, not anymore, it's not, bro.
Okay, I'm really excited to show you guys my new song. It's called Fire in My Lungs. It's about the Spanish flu and the septic plague.
I'm looking forward to seeing it. Let's go there now.
There's a fire starting in my lungs. My temps reached a fever pitch and it's giving me the runs. Now my urine is never crystal clear. I'll cause the influenza of 1918. Always hitting in the prime working age. Initial income density, urbanization and capital. Laissez-faire politics combined with foreign war created limited action, only mandated masks. The smell of the burn reminds me of it. It keeps me angry that they didn't have a cure. The asthma I have, it leaves me breathless. They considered it a patriotic dead, but the roaring 20 sure loved me. Think of me in the depths of your despair. I caused rapid inflation and economic opportunity. The smell of the bar reminds me of it. It keeps me angry that they didn't have a cure. This asthma I have, it leaves me breathless. I can't help feeling like a reject from U.S. society, politically and socially. and it kept their hearts from beating.
That was quite a performance, Dorito. I probably won't ever forget it. So, thanks, I guess. But not really. Anyway, I heard you are an expert on Renaissance medicine and surgery.
Oh, yes, and my name is also Frito. But besides making dynamite music videos, I also study the connections between medical practices in the Renaissance and American history.
So, tell me, Dorito,
It's Frito.
what were medical practices like in the Renaissance? I'm dying to find out.
You're very witty. Well, the Renaissance gave way to an increase in anatomical knowledge. Skilled physicians such as Andrea Villiers and Leonardo da Vinci drew images of human anatomy. In fact, here's one of da Vinci's drawings of the triceps, biceps, and so on. Well, you see, Leonardo was able to create these incredibly detailed drawings by dissecting human cadavers, which was a new practice in the Renaissance. As a matter of fact, medical care in the Renaissance is similar to medical care in colonial America, although the doctors were male and subscribed to the theory of humorism, which stated that human health was controlled by 4 humors, or bodily fluids that work together.
What about Renaissance hospitals? Is there any similarity there?
Oh, actually, the hospitals were quite different. They provided hospitality rather than medical care. However, they exploded onto the forefront of European society and were building at astonishing rates.
That kind of sounds like Dorothea Dix's work. For those who don't know, Dix was a reformer from the first half of 19th century America who fought for the construction of mental asylums. She greatly improved health institutions in America.
That is right, you swag master.
Haha. Seriously, tell me something I don't know. Well, folks, this show's gotta end sometime, and considering that half my audience is asleep, I'd say that time is now. So let's give a big round of applause for our guest, Dorito, and her new song.
It's Frito and you know it!
It's plain to see that health and diseases in the Renaissance and United States history differed. A lot. However, certain themes prevailed in each period, in both outbreaks, medical institutions, and social reactions. I was going to tell a final joke about amnesia, but I forgot it. Peace. I'm out.
I told you it was Frito!
Disclaimer, we mean no offense to anyone mentioned in this documentary. Ashley. What we say are purely jokes and nothing more. But not really.
Aishu, where are you? I told you she's annoying, folks.